går iväg. Cannot see. Det går iväg. I cannot look in between. I cannot breathe, I can't see, I can't look in between. I cannot breathe, I can't see, I can't look in between. Jag kan inte andas när jag ser hur det går iväg. Jag kan inte andas när jag ser hur det går iväg. Går iväg.
Spick Span Show!
Oh,
Hey, there we go.
good.
All right. So, okay, we'll do that again. I've got a dodgy, what is this, mini USB or micro USB that goes into the bottom of this.
So what is this, episode 1?
Yeah, no, it's episode 80, and we were just talking about that. And me doing this was changing it. I was like, look at how technologically advanced we are.
Yeah.
We can do this, and the whole time it said no audio.
Yeah.
It's a dodgy cable that goes into the bottom of this thing, and we pay for it. We pay for it because you just barely, the wind blows, and the cable moves, and then it just has no audio. And it was actually working right before we did this. But anyway, you just take our word for it. Well, I'll just do the whole intro again. So,
Okay.
welcome to another Tuesday.
So we even made that adjustment, I think, without anyone.
No one even knew.
Yeah.
So like that whole that
Conversation,
yeah,
that
it
we
didn't
had.
even happen. Didn't even happen.
Welcome to episode 80, like it says at the bottom of the
There we go.
show.
And shout out to Rocco. You're right. Not only is it the best live stream on YouTube, it's the fastest growing live paintball show on YouTube Live.
Really?
Yeah, the #1 live paintball show on YouTube Live.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Can you believe that? We also may or may not be the only live paintball show on YouTube, but I have not checked. That's the one fact I don't know. But ipso facto, it makes us #1 in all the other categories.
Yeah.
So
I'll take it. #1.
I actually say that to Marcelo all the time that we're the #1. He's like, dude, I really? Are you like first? And he gets kind of mad
He doesn't realize
because
it.
he's like, they're not the #1. Or they're probably, no, Play the Game's definitely the #1 podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, paintball podcast. So you just got to add those little tidbits there, Marcelo, that are often overlooked, but underestimated. So let's go, and you guys all make it happen. For that one. And actually, Jordan, it's not even hosted from our. Well, it is technically hosted from our office, but it's also doubles as our dining room. Yeah. Camille's super stoked on that. As a matter of fact, just so everybody knows, I've been curating an actual office.
Yes,
Okay, you haven't
in the
seen
garage,
it yet.
in the
Yeah.
garage.
It's a little busy. And also, I ordered a mesh Wi-Fi system that's still in route. So this episode was actually going to be brought to you from our new studio, but it's still under construction. Let's just call it under construction.
So next week.
Sounds like it's like, again, to boost the stats a little
Yeah,
bit. Under
yeah.
construction. Brandon Ortega, you know what? I'm going on to Amazon. I'm going to go on to Amazon on the show right now and buy one of these things. Or maybe I'll just go to Staples. And you're right. Thank you, Brandon.
Or maybe we act like there's technical difficulties.
Okay, so
just to
Dizon
keep
said
everyone on their toes.
Paintball Room My Life Has a Live. So, okay, we got to boost our stats. We're going to have to go check him out. Do a little undercover.
Okay.
A little undercover.
Yeah.
But is it wait, I'm sorry, Dizon. Is it a weekly live or is it just sometimes it goes live? Because Dizon goes live, Ronnie Dizon. But is it a weekly at 4 p.m.? And we can even add like a little asterisk and like oftentimes has audio or like issues with lighting, audio, and streaming. So
but
that makes we're number one. You just gotta add it. We'll figure out a way to number one hosted and by two people.
It's been a few weeks.
Yeah, it's been a few weeks. So okay. A few weeks on Thursdays, right? Well, anyway, we'll just keep that. Quick congratulations to Mr. Michael Brayton, long-time listener, long-time subscriber. It sounds like he just podiumed up in Washington for a 3-man, and that's actually really good. Well, for several reasons, like congratulations, but also because we're going to be talking a little bit today about divisional paintball, and one of the things that I feel, and I think that you kind of brought it up too, is what holds players back the most, and it's not your snap shooting. Also, Kyle, you just did a clinic out in how did you find us, Hannah? I locked you out. Kyle, you
Delaware.
In Delaware.
Yeah, with Nick and Marcelo.
And it's like a new something.
Yeah, it's like a paintball university basically, and you go. Oh,
just got the cables wrapped around her. There we go. And just unplug your TV or your computer.
So, yeah, basically like a credited course where you earn credits per days of the clinic that you go to until you get your degree, your paintball university or precision university degree. So pretty cool concept. There's no time limit. It's going to be basically set as like
once you get your
six
credits.
six different credits, and it'll be continued on or 6 different weekends, and there's no time limit on that. So just keep offering those same those days and that criteria and the curriculum that we've been creating, and then you keep going back to earn those credits. So cool little thing that I guess I'd say probably between Nick, myself, Marcelo, and Steve James out of Precision Paintball. He had a really nice field out there. That's the one thing that East Coast has, great grass.
Yeah.
Super really nice field. So that was a pleasure to go out there and see that, because that was the first time I'd been out there. Other than that, but yeah, that's kind of what the meat of the conversation kind of came up for today. Is some stuff we were talking about over there too. It was like, I guess one big thing is it's funny because like I go to these and we'll hear each other speak, and then we're like, oh, I knew that, but I forgot about that concept or whatever. So we're like always constantly learning or refreshing ourselves about different intricacies and things that are important in the game. So it was like I remember like specifically a few things. Like one is like Nick says like sometimes when he's shooting, he's coming across the back line, he pivots his foot outwards so that when his first foot crosses, he doesn't have to step over it. He can slide it, so it doesn't. So he doesn't have to step up. And then as he's explaining that, and I was showing them like how to start the box to get a good jump, like that rubber band theory,
Yes.
And I could see as Nick's talking to everyone, I could see Marcelo like looking on his feet and doing it, and then later on, Marcelo was talking about a concept of as far as snap shooting. Like he puts his thumb over his barrel. And he's like, your guy's hand should be like this. And I'm like, well, wait, I don't do that. I was like, a lot of people don't do that, but some people do with the thumb like over the barrel.
Mm-hmm. Versus a Yosh thing.
Yeah, versus like the thumb on the side. We were just talking about using your thumb for extra leverage there versus just wrapping it around the grip. And then I picked up my gun. I'm like, I don't think I do that. Do I do that? Do I put my... No, I put my thumb on the side. Some little things you forget, but what I'm getting at is that I feel like there's almost like I don't know if it was like a stigma or what, but as players get to that D2 level or higher, they don't necessarily feel like a clinic or further learning is really going to improve their game that much. It's not worth it to them.
Yeah.
and that's kind of, what we do see it, especially, as we do these clinics. I mean, there's a lot of people that go to the BKI summer camp that are returning every year. So that was one thing. And a cool thing about this program that we started was a lot of it was like film room stuff. Steve at Precision Paintball has this big trailer. It's like a gaming trailer. It's got like 7 TVs in it, and like seating for like almost 20 people. Big long trailer. It's like one of those trailers that like you take to like a motocross event or something. It has everything.
Like
tool. And then we went over a lot of different paintball theory in there, which the attendees were stoked about because they're like, a lot of it's like usually like on the field, which is good. You do need that, but a big part of it is like the mental game. So we went over that a ton. And one other really good part too is like what I'm talking about this here is how I think it's good for people to continue their learning is like Marcelo did a little segment on one-on-ones and using blind spots and a lot that goes into one-on-ones, and one of the videos he showed was our one-on-one in the final. And obviously I have been not going back to watch it yet because I was like so frustrated with that match and my gun issues and paint and stuff. I didn't want to relive it yet, but I was like, all right, this is the first time I'm watching this on video. I just remember playing it, but obviously I had gun issues, and I'm telling like our pit to blow it because in my eyes Marcelo was just waiting it out, and I was like, he's not gonna give me what I wanted, which was try to get him to go to the snake early, but he wasn't giving me that. And then I in my mind I was thinking like, man, I can fall on the fail safe as my gun wasn't working, and I could use that as like an excuse for a long time. But what I told the attendees is like, at some point you need to have like some humility and ownership to realize when you made a mistake and you have to grow on that. And so like whether or not it was like my like swallowing my pride or something, I should have, instead of doing that and wasting that much time, I should have made an attempt to even if it was going to put me in a bad position, let Marcelo shoot me. Just whether or not I try to get him off the field, shoot him, go for the buzzer, something, just to like get that point through, versus just almost like submitting. And that was a good lesson for me. Like, I'm not going to do that again.
Right.
So, but it's kind of like, every player needs to have that sense of like, you're always still going to be a student as long as you're playing the game.
Yeah, and it's actually, to touch on a couple of little things, is like I'll pick up small nuances when I'm teaching as well, like listening to what you said, and one of the really great things about and I'll tag BKI here in a second, is like the BKI library has snap shooting from like 5 different professors. Yeah. And I always tell Anthony too, I'm like, like there's already a bunch of, it's kind of, in my opinion, I'm like, is it oversaturated? And he's like, no, it's great because you guys all snap shoot differently, right? Learning how J-Rab snap shoots versus Marcelo versus Tyler, who are all arguably some of the best in the game. And then, and then I think, I don't know if you have one, Greg has one. I didn't even do one.
I have like a snake one.
Yeah, you have how to snap shoot out of the snake. So you're learning all these small different nuances, and even watching it for me, and especially now that I play against Tyler, I played with him forever, but learning how J-Rab does it, I learned from my opponents, right? But B, I might pick something up. I mean, for forever. And if you guys, anybody who owns Dynasty Dissected Volume 1, which we shot in 2002, 2003, and I called it evergreen content, right? A lot of that stuff is still like really valuable information now. But some of it's gotten dusty. Yeah. Right? Because we used to snap shoot by sliding, right? You'd slide in and out, and you slide in and out because you conserve more energy that way. Whereas, like, the Europeans, the Russians namely, and like the Swedes and stuff, they began to do where they pivot in, right? Sure. So as you come in, your elbow tucks into your body. And that's how J-Rab did it forever. And J-Rab was like one of the, not the first, but he was like, he pioneered that playing against him forever. Yeah. And I always remember Marcelo making fun of me. He's like, all right, man, now that I play with you, just one of the things that I always hate about playing with you is I can always see your elbow, but I can never shoot you. Yeah. I'm like, really? He's like, yeah, it's just like, you're always big. Yeah. All slide like this. You should be snap shooting like that. So that's me picking up and learning from teammates
Yes.
and other players.
Yeah.
And so like that is such a valuable lesson. That's why when I talk to Anthony about the curating BKI content, it's like, all right, well, we got a bunch of diving drills, we got a bunch of snake drills, we got a bunch of these, but it's incredibly like so informative to go in there and watch all of them. And so like I was just talking to Phil from Outlaw Anodizing, and he just signed up for a BKI membership. He's also doing a bunch of the Field 1 anodizing stuff, but his son plays paintball.
Yeah.
His son's I think
Yeah.
10, 11, or like 11, 12, maybe in that range. And he was like, you know, how long a membership should I get? Like, what should I do? And there's a Spick Span discount code, I think, down below, which I gave him, which you guys could use too. But I was like, look, just go in there and type in any kind of concept that you want to learn, and you're going to get a bunch of videos populated.
Sure.
And just look at all of those, because everybody has a small nuance that makes it a little different. Like you said, when you hold your gun, do you put your thumb here? Marcelo's the thumb here. Yoshi's the thumb over the top.
Yeah, mine's back.
A little bit back.
Yeah.
I think I put mine depending on which hand I hold it in, but it's basically to pivot my gun
like on
in and
where the feed neck is.
Yeah. I kind of like tuck it in, I think, down here like that.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
Like a little... and so, there you go, Brandon. And so, you know, like learning those little things. And I always remember when I think it was Matt Derula came out and did the BKI summer camp with us one day. Yeah, one day.
Yeah.
And one of his things about we were doing like I think it was 2-on-2s or 3-on-3s. He's like, you guys always have to. And this is something I use in all my clinics now. It's like you always have to be asking the right questions, right?
Yeah.
So everybody's always like, number one thing you hear on a paintball field is, "What do you got?"
Yeah.
Right? What do you got? Like,
Yeah.
God, they hate that.
Yeah.
Then
he's in the corner.
Yeah.
Corner?
He's in the corner, you know. And there's like all these communication things that we can get into.
Yeah.
But people rarely, like, the biggest step is the communication, right? And trying to like evolve it. Mm-hmm. And he said the most simple thing that I just loved. And he goes, "Think fast food." You pull up to the fast food thing and they go, "How can I help you?"
You don't said it as you before you said
Yeah, think fast food. How
Yeah.
can I help you is what he said, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, that's great, right? Because the first thing they say is they're just as efficient as possible. Like they're not like, "Hey, is there anything you're looking for?
Yeah.
Something arbitrary out there?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
How can I help you? Like, what do you want? Come on, let's go.
Yeah.
Because there's cars behind you." And so the same thing is you're trying to solve this complex equation at the same time as the other team on the other side
Sure.
is. So who's gonna figure it out first? Mm-hmm. And you just got to bring the rest of your guys into the fold. And then finally, what you mentioned is again, arguably the biggest hurdle to overcome, and it. I would say it affects players as they go up in divisions. So as you get better and you get better and you get better, your pockets fill with excuses. You're stuffing excuses everywhere. So every time something happens, when you're like a D3 guy especially, and you've been playing D3 for a long time, or D2 even, and there's a pro clinic in town, and you're like, not going there, Why not?
Yeah.
Right? Like, again, I'm saying, and Kyle's saying that we learn from each other right now, teaching clinics.
Yeah.
So if any divisional player on the higher end is like, I can't learn from these guys, like, what are they going to teach me? And a lot of it is, it's swallowing that pride, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of what we're talking about, and owning up to it. So whenever there's something that happened, oh, I bounced him. Or, oh, he's cheated me. He must have cheated me. Or, no, I missed my shot. Like, straight up. Like, when Mouse made it to the snake, I don't go, I for sure shot him.
Yeah,
it must have bounced.
Yeah.
No, I freaking missed him. Like, straight up,
Yeah.
you know? I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, dude, I mean, unless I saw, visually saw the ball explode off of them, I'd be like, I missed him. You know what I mean? Like, my bad.
Yeah.
And when and even in the first match against you guys, when I just was shooting over the top of you, I shouldn't have done that. I should have gone in there and waited.
Yes.
And Archie's like, dude, you should have waited for him.
Yeah.
And so I was like, yeah, my bad. I was actually just, I got there and go. I said,
But once you start, you can't.
yeah,
stop.
exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I went there and I was like, I can't see him because I thought I'd be able to see you.
Yeah.
And then I go, shit, I'm in a bad spot. So I just started shooting, you know what I mean? And like owning up to that sort of stuff. And albeit, it's still tough to do, but like you really got to swallow your pride on a lot of stuff, and you got to soak the information in, and you got to grind on a lot of this stuff. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think that was like such a great idea. It's just figuring out the mental aspect of the game to be able to get you over that hump, and I think that's the biggest thing. You just have excuses.
And big thing too, I think honestly for a lot of players that have went to events where we are coaching your team is when you get a really, really good grasp on, wow, like I maybe not necessarily like, it's not all the, play the game in the house.
There we go. Shout out to PTG.
Yeah. Not everything super in depth is always covered in the clinics, but like I was talking to Marcelo about this. I was like, some of those teams that you coach, like I guarantee you if maybe say that the person that's funding to bring us out was not able to do it anymore, it's like I guarantee those players that are advanced players are like, hey, let's pull the money together and bring that, because it is very valuable information that they're getting. So that I think there's a little gap, and it's trying to help those more advanced players, I guess, understand the value, because we were talking about this weekend, like Marcelo, Nick, and I, that we can talk about a subject and there's 50 different layers of things you can learn on how to hold your gun, or like how to snap shoot, and like every single small nuance, there's hours and hours of learning to be done. And we're like we're talking about right now, we're still always learning, we're refreshing our minds, things that we forgot,
and we're trying, you know what I mean? We're trying to always nitpick and like figure out, and another thing is like being highly critical of yourself. And a lot of people internalize that a little too hard, but there's got to be a building thing, one of the biggest problems is oftentimes like your coach doesn't see everything, because it's not like you can watch a ball sport where like the play is always happening around the ball.
Yes.
And if you're just kind of running a route over there or doing something or jogging around, it's like, all right.
Yeah.
But because you're always constantly in the game, and there's so many different variables, and the coach doesn't always know.
Yeah.
But you got to ask the question. And then I guess that also boils down to a lot of players are like, and we've also gotten into this, and this is something you got to tread really lightly with, is like, if you're a D2 player and your coach isn't a former pro that was really good, chances are you're seeing a lot more than they are. Chances are, okay? And I mean, oftentimes you're getting guys who are coaching that are not really, some of them really know what they're talking about.
What do they say it's like difficult?
Oh, wow. Hold on. We gotta,
yeah, we should get,
hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on.
We have a special guest.
We got a special guest. Long-time listener. First time joining the show. Let's get this guy,
Let me get some books.
let's get this guy some books. Booyah!
There we go.
Dude, long-time listener, long-time watcher, first-time caller.
I had to tune in to the #1 rated live YouTube show there is.
Yes, at 4 p.m. on Tuesdays.
At 4 p.m. on Tuesdays, hosted by two beautiful gentlemen.
That's right. That's right.
I had to call in because I have got to correct Kyle on the thumb thing. I never said to put your thumb over your barrel. That is not my advice.
Marcelo he practices with a rubber band dislocating his thumb so he could wrap it around and grab like this. I can't do it yet.
It's funny, I've talked about snap shooting a few times in like the PTG Discord and obviously on the show, and people will revert back to old photos of Oliver where he kind of has his thumb a little bit wrapped over the barrel. I'm like, yeah, that's not quite what I'm saying, and it gets misunderstood, and people start doing the thumb over the barrel and they have their arm, like their elbows all the way up. You guys know what I'm talking about?
The elbow out, that's a great one.
Yeah, so for me, it was just don't wrap your thumb around the grip like this.
Yes.
You don't have good control.
Yeah.
Oh, this, yeah. I thought you were talking about this one.
Well, so that's
Yeah,
when I
no,
picked,
no.
as Marcelo
No.
was talking about it, I'm like, I picked up my gun. I was like, do I put my thumb or do I grab the grip fully? I'm like, oh no, my thumb is like on the side of the gun.
Yeah, no, you don't do that. Again, we talked about it at the clinic, and it was funny. Kyle was like, whoa, hold on, what? Why are you saying that? Like, I'm like, Kyle, you don't snap shoot like this anyway. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
How's everybody doing? How are all the Spick and Span listeners doing out there?
Looks like everybody's pretty stoked right now.
You came on. Look, we got
Nice.
Damien in here from your team. We got Alex.
Oh, Alex is here. He
Ooh.
said, I can't believe Marcelo has stooped to this level.
Maybe we need to get Alex both on here.
I had to come see what all the ruckus was about, you know?
Dude, it's it's great. And then Ben Swaffer says that I'm his favorite Dynasty player. So yeah, I mean things are going well for you right now. This is a great call.
This is fantastic. Ben's still waiting for one of my headbands. Maybe I'll just give it to somebody else.
Yeah.
We'll see. Yeah.
I think a lot of people got your headbands. Actually, I think Brent got one. I saw a bunch of people posting about them. Are they all sold out? Are they gone?
They did really fast. I mean, it was amazing. HORMESIS has like a special touch, dude. I mean, if it weren't for HORMESIS, the Spick Span Show would probably still be on like late night, 2 a.m. channel 67.
We'd be syndicated down in
It's crazy. The HORMESIS touch is unbelievable. What they built is just insane. But yeah, the headband drop went really well.
I still think HORMESIS should have got Innovator of the Year.
Yeah,
100%. How did they not?
I don't know. I thought that was your.
How did they not?
Yeah. I know.
Yeah, I mean HK is great. They do great things, but I don't really know what they innovated last year. I don't know. HORMESIS changed the game. Coin duel. The headband's pretty sweet. Yeah. So what's on the agenda tonight? I don't want to hijack the show.
No, please, dude. That's you gotta.
What we were just talking about mainly too was the conversation we had on the way home is like about, and we had it at the event between you, Nick, and I was like, at a certain level, players kind of feel like they don't need to like learn from advanced players or like that D2 to semi-pro level. I guess you could say D2 to pro almost. Where they kind of like, they're like, all right, well, I've learned as much as I can from pro guys, so I'm going to just do my own thing.
Well, that mentality is a type of mentality that holds people back from success in any facets of life. You look at all the pro players in the league, the top ones especially, we're continuously learning from each other. We're continuously learning from our own mistakes, our own, trials and errors. People are honestly fooling themselves if they think that they've reached a point at any stage of their paintball career where they don't need to come and learn from other individuals that are doing it at a higher level. So it is a sad thing to see, and you do see it in almost every clinic you go to, every region. We hear like of that one player who had doubt, or that one player who didn't think they were going to learn much from coming to the event. And some of them do come and their minds get changed and they're excited, and then others just don't, and they don't learn. It's a huge downfall for sure. And I think, I don't know really what it's like in other sports, but I feel like in paintball, you see so much of it, this kind of arrogance around, trying to get better and learning from people that are doing it better than you.
Yeah. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh, so, and I was actually going to ask you this because this is something that comes up a lot, and actually someone just mentioned it as well. I think that one of the things is in other sports, the ranking system is a little bit, I don't know. I think the ranking system here is really good. Maybe the player pool in certain specific areas is larger, so you can have different ranked clinics. Because here's what I feel like we run into the problem of this. So a lot of D2 guys are like, well, I don't want to go to a clinic if there's beginners there, because how am I going to learn anything? I'm just going to be dunking on kids. Which, to a certain extent, like, that can be true. That can be true. But as you know, and we can tailor a clinic around, we can make each specific thing a beginner drill and an advanced drill. Just by either changing the pace of it, changing a couple of the targets, doing a couple of little small things. But what would you say to that? Like, and the other problem is, I guess, twofold, is if you do a beginner day and an advanced day, no one signs up to the beginner day because everybody's like, dude, I'm super good, man. Like,
no, it's a good point, and that's a really tough thing to answer, I guess, because I know that if you do go, no matter what level you are, to all three of us here, right here on this call, Kyle, Ryan, myself, we do a great job of making sure that it's tailored for everybody. And so you can mix beginners in with more advanced players, and everybody does benefit tremendously. And it's in the nuance of the conversations in between the drills and around the drills where most of the learning is done. There is a threshold, I think, of basics that you should, Kyle and I were talking about this on the way home. about, the types of clinics we would like to do in the future, and then being a little more advanced and a little less geared around certain fundamentals. That doesn't mean that fundamentals aren't important and that you don't need to constantly be working on gunfighting, off the break shooting, things of that nature. But really, the high level paintball theory is the stuff that all of us enjoy teaching the most, and we think that players get the most benefit from. And it's also the thing that players can't learn without us there. Gunfighting, those fundamentals players can work on. They can go on YouTube, they can go on BKI, they can go on all of these different websites and figure out the formula and work on it without us. It's the processing and breaking things down when we're at the field with them that really matters the most. That's where the value is.
100%.
And in that regard, we can do it with any level of player, and I think that's a sign of a good teacher. A good teacher is able to explain high level concepts to an absolute beginner. Mm-hmm. But that doesn't mean that it's a less valuable concept to the advanced player as well. It just means that both players are getting to understand these high level concepts. Mm-hmm. So maybe we don't do good enough job of promoting that and making sure participants understand what they're going to learn when they come to these. Maybe that's part of it. I'm not sure. But I do know that every single time we do clinics, every single time, you have those players that come up and they say, I wasn't sure how much I was going to get out of this, but my goodness, what an overload. I'm so glad I came,
Yeah, I was saying too, even like on Saturday at the clinic, I'd say 75% of the day was not even anyone even shot their gun yet. And almost every single person there was like, this was like one of the best things I've ever done. Because they were uploaded with so much information.
Yeah.
And I think that's like a good testament of like, you guys all know as you're coaching a team maybe in practice and you go get blown out for like 6 points, you're like, all right, everyone just like put your stuff down. We're going to go over here and talk for 45 minutes. And you go back out and then you win every single point. Because it's like the thought process is, man, like as you start to get the fundamentals down, it's way more important.
Totally. I do think that as we've also advanced in our, I guess, clinic career or teaching career, it probably does make sense to start, putting these types of clinics into different categories and having different styles of events and labeling them as such. I think there's a bigger pool to pull from as well, to where, now it does make sense to where if you categorize them into divisions or into skill levels, I think you would still fill them up and sell them out. So maybe that's something we look into. I'm not sure. But
yeah, like
certainly
said,
I
like
still
you have to be
stand by
like
and
ranked
believe
D3 to
that
go.
you can get a group of 30 players of any division, and if they come to one of our clinics, every single person there pretty much is going to leave, feeling like they benefited.
Sure.
Yeah, I agree with that, and I do think that is a possibility now. But you do this a lot too, and you've kind of pivoted a lot more towards the private end coaching. But what I also really like in the way that this fits in a lot, and what we did back east last year was you most often the best guys there, the guys that are really on the high up, are on the teams, right? So the whole team gets you for the day, right? So Sunday is a private team on team day. Right. Marcelo, we've done those before.
Yeah.
And you do it a lot. But and then the Saturday is kind of an open to the public day.
Right.
That's a great way to do it. Actually, that's one of my favorite, and it's also the more affordable option for most teams. Is like offset the cost of bringing us out there by opening one day up to the public and then doing the single day for your team. Mm-hmm. And we did it with the Knights. Last year.
And then some other local teams.
Yeah. There were a bunch of local teams, and I think that's a great way to do it as well. Shout out to Derek Weagle. Derek, did you get your gun?
Yeah,
I didn't check the tracking. I hope you did.
One of our,
Derek Weagle. He's probably a goat as well.
Shout out to Derek Weagle. Absolutely. Oh, yeah, I'm seeing it in the chat right here. Dude, you guys are lit. The Spick Span Show, you guys got a lot of exciting stuff going on.
Yeah.
Derek won Ryan's gun.
what are these buttons? I see like a hippo with a D on it, but then that's Derek. That's his sign.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
And
know.
he's got the 1999.
It's just a D. Yeah, it's just a big
I don't really know how
transforming.
this whole YouTube thing goes.
I don't
kind of
know.
like an outdated concept.
We're
I
still
thought.
figuring
It's
it
an
out.
outdated concept. Yeah,
But
yeah.
we're low
sure
tech.
is.
Low
We're low
tech's
tech,
in.
dude. Look at this right here. You fools on the PTG are spending all that money to do the split screen, and we've got this.
I don't know. I heard you guys have a studio that's under construction, so it sounds like you guys are making some moves.
We are. But don't
Yeah.
get it twisted. Don't get it twisted.
It's
We're not-
actually really nice in the garage, and we're making it worse.
Yeah.
I like that you did the Ghost Sports show from the garage for like a different setting, different atmosphere, and then you come to the Spick and Span studio.
Yeah.
I do this actually. I do it in the kitchen. Sorry, because in the dining room to really piss Camille off. 'Cause she has to leave the house for 2 hours.
Side note before it gets too far lost, Quinn Nadu said that
Yeah.
he has some juice. Level Up is about to sign a big name.
Carl Markowski, he's coming in hot.
Okay, there it is.
Yeah.
I
Quinn-
don't know that. I'm just guessing. I saw in here too. They were like, "Hey, Marcel has to drop some juicy news," so I'm just running with that. But I bet it's Carl.
Yeah, I thought that Quinn was gonna pick up Carl for the noobs, but we had Carl. Actually, Carl might be in here.
Alex said Doghouse Studios. So like
Doghouse Studios.
we should get Alex on
Yeah,
here.
yeah. Actually, now that we're while we're talking about high level concepts and low level intellect, we can get Alex on here right now. Because
The Dum Dum Squad.
yeah, let's get Alex in here real quickly because he's always good for
Couple jokes.
yeah, just a couple that we haven't heard.
Yeah,
ever
and since
before.
we have Marcelo on here, like,
Yeah.
this is even better.
Yeah, we've never heard any of this.
Eggman.
What up, boys? Eggs? Dude, you have no idea how great you are. I do say, man, you guys, your paintball intellect and acumen for the details is unmatched. I do actually feel like a moron. And I will say, I'm flying right now because I haven't had caffeine in about 3 years, and I just drank half of a Dr. Pepper, and I'm like booming.
That's why you've been so active on the team chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, he never texts anybody back, except now he's in here. Let's get Alex's head in this. Where are
That
you?
makes sense. You know, they could see it. I think it's in there. I see it on the.
Oh, is Alex's head in here somewhere?
Oh yeah, we're both on the iPad, dude.
No, he was
Oh
saying
no! He's got his own little
Oh.
emoji. He's got his
I
own
see.
emoji, but I don't know. We had to do some spring cleaning.
Damn, Mark's the clean shaven is nice, man. You dropped like 5 years, bro, with that.
Dude, I know, it's so funny. Everyone, it's insane how much younger I look. I love it. It works.
It's
I was
on.
thinking about testing that out. I haven't
Yep.
shaved in
Yep.
like 7 years.
Drop 5 years. Once you hit 30, anything you can do to, I don't even want to know what it's like to hit 40, you know.
It's fun to grow it out, and then you shave it off and get a bunch of compliments. Dude, you look so young, bro.
Yeah, I just keep mine freshly.
Oh, Ryan's beard is hilarious. It's so pathetic. It's like 3 little straggly hairs that go out. Yeah. He's like, I'm growing out my beard, boys.
You have to keep it clean shaven for the Botox
I've
injections, you know?
never said, yeah, I'm growing out my beard, boys. those have never. Here we go. Here he is.
Camille wants me to look more like a man.
There you go, Al. We'll put you up here.
It's on, baby. Oh, look, you got Kyle's new face in there. And you switched the sides.
Yeah, I switched them so
It fits better.
it fits better because everybody wanted to switch. So I did some of
Oh,
my
right,
magic.
because that's where you're actually sitting.
Yeah.
in the
Yeah,
studio.
yeah. You just don't have that much of attention to detail. So when you're making stuff, you don't really ever pay attention to that. You just kind of shoot from the hip.
It's kind of true, and then I look back at it, and I'm like, fuck, I screwed that up.
Here we go. I'll put it
That's
right
okay.
there.
That's a cool hat, Alex.
I'll be nowhere without you, Alex.
It's a handmade hat by this guy Dom Chi. He's like a he spray paints hats, and so you should check him out. He's like a local. He's from Sebastopol, right?
I know. Dom Chi, yeah.
Yeah, he's cool. So he did like some custom hats for us, and he made me this one. So I'm stoked on it.
It's cool.
Yeah, that thing's cool.
It almost looks like it has a light behind it.
they're,
so bright.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
it's he like
cool.
airbrushes them.
Yeah, it's like LED.
And they have black lights in there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like a college dorm room at the HORMESIS office.
Yeah,
I mean, look at your
Look at-
background right now, Ryan.
black,
What is that? Mamba, Iba, like, I don't know, do you have, like, mountain snacks in the background right there? What
Oh
are those?
yeah, no, this is actually shout out to Maui Rockstars. Jesse sent a nice little package, and I was just showing them off because I also got a couple snacks that Kyle and I are gonna try in here. I don't know what any of this stuff is. Some of it had Japanese writing on it, but
They taste good or bad?
Oh wait, you guys got rid of that dumb eating thing, right?
No, we still
no,
got
we're
it. We
still
just
gonna do
haven't.
it. We're still gonna do it.
We just gotta spice it up. Not like
Yeah.
actually more spice, but
Yeah, we gotta
We
figure
don't do
out.
that over at PTG. That's crazy.
Yeah, 'cause you-
PTG is all about professionalism. I
Yeah,
don't know
we're
why
classy.
people watch this. And by the way, you guys are killing it, man. You really have stepped up your. I feel like your approach since the beginning has become much more professional, and the way you're, extracting information out of people is really beneficial because it's entertaining, and also people that I don't know much about. Also, you get to it's a good interview because then you end up liking the person that you didn't even know about before, or someone you didn't even like. You get to hear their story, and then it becomes interesting, and you can sympathize with the person on a lot of levels. Yeah, and there's like every once in a while I'll talk to somebody outside of the show, obviously, and I'll be like, "Yo, Marcelo, you should pick up this guy. He's got an interesting story." And then I feel like being able to hear that is amazing. I've got Robbie Goldsmith's one of my queue. I've been looking forward to listening to that.
Oh, were you talking to Marcelo or us?
I thought you were.
Yeah, I thought he was
Thank
telling.
you,
Yeah,
Al.
thanks, Al.
Definitely not.
Dude, I was like, man, dude, this is great. What a great compliment. I mean, usually we only have you on as an interviewee, but like, you are learning stuff about yourself. But I was like, wow, that's really deep, Alex.
No, I learned nothing on this second stand. The only thing I learned is don't watch it.
Here you are every week.
Uh-huh.
It's addicting. It's like one of those forbidden fruits.
It's like getting a hangover, you know what I mean? Like, you're like, God, I shouldn't have watched that. But then you do, you're like, you know what? It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday at 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, it's just like a hangover. You're right. Like, you're like, I'm never drinking again, and then 3 weeks later you forget that you said that, and then you go for it again.
We're like
Yeah.
keeping up with the Kardashians over here.
Yeah,
Keeping
yeah.
up with the Spick Span.
Yeah.
I love it.
Doghouse Studios.
Doghouse Studios. Kyle, are you guys going to the Texas event?
I believe so. Yeah.
Nice. See you there, baby.
Yeah, we just confirmed we're going to be in Dallas, Texas for the NXL event. But that also, because we can talk a little bit about how, we don't know exactly how that NXL thing's going to go, but if we do well, like 4th place or better, or, we can decide whether or not we want to go to the Sacramento event or not. So that's kind of how it works, because I think so they take your top 5 out of 6 event scores. So you can drop one minor score for the pro league. But if you win an event, you're automatically in the Champions Cup. So NXL hasn't released the info about it yet. So we're still kind of waiting on the official rulings.
I do like. I didn't know. Marcelo was just telling me about. They take your top 3 for divisional. They take your top 3 scores, right? So a minor actually counts as like for us as like a major.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So you don't have to play all the majors. The minor counts
cool.
just as much.
There you go for the divisional players. Good.
Well, I'm stoked about it. At least, get to see the guys and everyone at the tournament. And if there's a paintball tournament happening, I think we should be there.
Are we going to be practicing the weekend before?
Oh, my favorite part about this tournament is that you brought that up, Marcelo, is we don't get to talk about the layout. There's no layout.
Yeah, there's no layout.
I've been so excited to message you. Actually, it's funny you bring that up because I literally was just I don't know why it popped in my head the other day, but I was like, I can't wait till the next layout drops. The first thing I'm going to send Alex in a very serious fashion is, what do you think about the layout?
You know what? I'm not. For you, I'm going to say, well, I'll meet you in the digital world, baby. I'll meet you in the metaverse to tell you what I think about the layout.
Dude.
VR, baby.
So Alex has been in there now. Alex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, Alex has some
Dude,
very
we
strange
played
stories.
before the Orlando event. I think it made us a lot closer. We bonded in there.
Yeah, I'm trying to get on tonight. I'm in the doghouse, so maybe once my wife falls asleep, I can sneak out and get a couple reps in.
That'll wake her up.
I might have to go outside and
Back
play.
right.
Nice.
Well, Can you explain it a little bit better? Have you played Snapshot?
I haven't yet.
There's a lot of pros that do it though. Like,
Yeah, who's in there?
Who's in there?
Who's your
I
main?
mean, the first time I logged in, I was in a room. I randomly got put in a room with Nick Laval, JC, Quitman, Danny Lincoln, and who else was a pro that was in there?
Chad Bougere plays quite a bit.
I didn't get in with him, but yeah, like I mean, and a couple guys that you know from there, and then and then eventually I got in with Marcelo.
Trevor Reeser.
Yeah, Trevor Reeser. I didn't play with him, but it was cool seeing those guys. I was like, what? And then I was like, it's out because I didn't have a profile created, and my name is just like random numbers or guest user. And I was like, it's Alex Fragi, and they're like, yeah, right.
So how does it work? So is it like, I mean, do you put like a CD-ROM into like a slide it into something?
No, how old are you?
It's a floppy disk. You take a floppy disk and you put peanut butter on it, and then you try to eat it.
The CD goes in above your ear.
But wait, is it just like, is it plugged? It's not plugged into anything, right?
It goes on your head.
I know, but what is it? Did you just put it on a little? It's like a charges unit. Like, how do you charge it?
Mine's charging over at your mom's house right now.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Swish. But is it what is it? You just like
Guys,
log into
I gotta
Facebook?
go. I gotta go get ready for the real show.
Okay. Who do you guys got? Who do you guys have on tonight?
Love you, dude.
We have Bobby Aviles tonight.
Nice.
Al, love you.
Podcast.
Guys, Kyle, Ryan, love
All
you
right.
guys too.
Good work.
Later.
All
All right.
Peace.
Well,
Dude,
there
what a
goes.
treat, man, getting Marcelo.
I know, right? Wow, he called in. He was super excited. I think we just started boosting him up a little bit in the beginning.
Yeah.
Because you know he's watching every show anyway. It's not his first show watching. We boosted him up with the thumb thing and the teaching, and then he was like active in the chat. Mm-hmm. So shout out to Marcelo. Shout out to the Play the Game. One of the best paintball podcast on the podcast network. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's after you've already listened to the pre-recorded live show on ours on Spotify.
Look, we got Skinny K in here too.
Skinny Kevin's in here?
Yeah.
Yeah, Skinny.
What?
Yeah, Skinny Kevin.
Maybe we need to get him on the video.
Dude, is this the most popular live paintball show? Yeah.
Yeah, Kevin, of course it is.
You're at the right place, Skinny.
Yeah.
It's like Formula One, except we're not as good looking as those drivers.
Yeah, so
And way older.
Did I tell you what Alex said in the car the one time?
No.
He's like, we were driving and he's like, dude, how come all the Formula One drivers are so hot? And I go, what? And he goes, dude, aren't they like super like good looking, like really hot? I go, yeah, but that's not the adjective I would use if I was
Like
trying
handsome, maybe?
Yeah, like why are they like so good looking? You don't like, you don't say it like that, dude.
I mean, but seriously though, like, what are the chances that all the best drivers are also really handsome guys?
Hot, you mean?
I mean, I feel like that's the same with soccer too. Pro soccer. They got the best haircuts.
They got really good haircuts.
I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
So, Alex, who's your favorite F1 driver? You like that? That Danny Ricciardo guy for sure.
Verstappen, yeah, yeah, Danny Ricciardo because he's got kind of a schnoz like me.
Yeah.
Who's the top dog guy?
Verstappen
Lewis
is
Hamilton.
like
Lewis
the goat
Hamilton.
right now.
Lewis-
I mean, Lewis Hamilton.
He's a beast.
But I think Verstappen is like the guy that's.
There was just a race, I think, on Sunday. I was watching it on the flight home.
Yeah, there was like a rocket that bombed some like fuel depot over there right next to the race, and they're like, "Yep, the race is still on."
Oh wow.
Yeah, is it not like Iran or something like that?
Kevin, who is your favorite? Skinny Kevin, who's your favorite F1
Dude,
guy?
Mafia Productions, what up?
Yeah. Mafia Productions is in here a lot. He's editing some videos right now.
He said Lando Norris. I don't know if that's his favorite.
Curtis McDougal's buddy used to race go-karts with Lewis Hamilton.
Oh, it's
That's
in
pretty
Saudi
What up,
Arabia.
Curtis? Dude, all the boys are in here.
Yeah, we're crushing. We're crushing. We're an exciting place to be right now.
Number one live show.
Yeah, I don't know if we
heard.
mentioned it. Yeah, I don't know if we mentioned it. Lando Norris from McLaren is Skinny's favorite guy. I like that guy too. I like his first name and his last name.
Yeah, he definitely
Skinny,
sounds like he could be in a outer space movie.
Who's your favorite player on the team that you coach?
That's There we go.
That's a good question.
I know who it is.
So-
Dalton for sure.
Yeah, Dalton's everybody's favorite every year, no matter what. Dalton's the guy. So Al, what's on your palate today? What are you doing?
Besides the Dr. Pepper.
Just running around the shop here, cracking the whip basically.
Yeah. What do you guys got dropping soon?
Little whip cracking. I got some headbands.
What? Is there anything specific? We were trying to get Callie on. I know Callie just had his drop this
Yeah,
week.
we just did those Cali ones, which were pretty sweet. We have these ones coming up. They're the salamanders. They're kind of like green and yellows.
So we had. It's funny that Callie had the ray gun because I remember I wanted the ray gun originally, and you guys were like, no. It was still back when we were doing only medieval weapons kind of things. And I was like, what about a ray gun? And I remember you drew that ray gun up for me, and you're like, it's too cartoony. I think we're going to stick to the heavy machinery.
Dude, the chainmates was money for you.
I know, but you wanted me to be the X-Acto knife.
Yeah, but you changed the way you played. You're like,
Yeah.
you know, I'm not the X-Acto knife guy anymore. I'm gonna be the
surgeon.
the bludgeoner. And you played like the last tournament. You went up there with you were chainmates, Ryan.
Yeah, that's what you need to
like
win,
it.
I guess. Sometimes. Have you ever seen? It's like one of my favorite scenes in Cable Guy. Hey man, get up! I don't think he's playing. Have you seen Cable Guy?
Yeah, but it's been so long.
It's the scene when they're at the Renaissance, or not the Renaissance. They're at what's that?
Medieval times.
Medieval times. They're at medieval times, and he hooked a guy up with cable that works there, and so they get to jump on the horses and play fight a little bit.
Yeah.
But he was taking it too seriously, and one of the knights,
seriously.
one of the knights gets him up, and he's like, "Hey man, you got to get ready. This guy is not playing around. I don't think." And he has a chain mace in his hand, and he's running down the thing.
That is a great movie. It's very dark.
Down.
It is very dark.
Red Knight's going down.
Yeah. But, I mean, for me, it's one of the funnier Jim Carrey movies.
I think so too.
And also,
about
it's
Pet
kind of the
Detective?
story of mine and Ryan's friendship. He's like the cable guy, and I'm like Steven. You know,
Yeah.
just he's in desperate need of a friend. So, yeah. I got you, bro.
Actually, I referenced in my most recent Go Sports interview, I referenced Ace Ventura Part 2 because we were talking about JC and how much of a weapon he is on Impact. And I go, he's like the guy, in the scene when he's in Africa and there's the little guy in the backpack and he has to fight. And he's like all tied up.
Oh, yeah,
and the big guy that comes in there and undoes him, that's JC.
That's so true.
Right?
Yes, 100%.
So I always say that's because when JC, he's always really quiet.
Yes.
And then he just goes out there and he just does his job.
Yeah.
And when we practiced you guys, when you were on their team last year, when they were all allowed to come back in the country, he wore a mask at all times.
Yes.
He would walk on the field, put his mask in his pocket, go out there, just handle business. And he's like, I haven't played in 2 years.
Yeah.
Like, what? So, yeah. I always thought that. Bob the Bear has a question about some Champions Club plans for the next 3 months. So just so everybody knows, there have been some entries or some openings in the Champions Club for this current round. Those go to the Paintball Club members. So I know a lot of people in here did buy Paintball Club members memberships for that last raffle that we gave away. So you should have gotten an email. So Paintball Club members out there, make sure you check your email addresses. Or your emails. I don't think you need to check the address itself. So yeah, check your inboxes if you're a Paintball Club member and you have an opportunity to join the Champions Club. Actually, one cool thing about the Champions Club is there's a super secret drop from JT happening next week. I believe on Tuesday or Thursday, or maybe it's on Thursday of this week.
I think it's this week.
Is it this week? Thursday? Is it the drop?
I believe so.
Okay. I can double check. But yeah, so let's say Thursday this week there's a super secret drop, and I actually have one of them.
Secret.
Yeah, in the garage. It's in a box. It says "Do not open."
Can I see after?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
You can. And we're going to be dropping some news and some info on Thursday about it and where to get it. And Champs Club members are going to be getting the drop a little sooner, I believe.
Wow.
Or they're going to get
Kyle,
some
do
inside
not
info.
open that box.
Do not open that
Why?
box.
This is a trick.
A snake?
Did you see that snake trick?
Yeah, I sent it to you.
I got it. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, that's happening.
Don't tell Alex that you want
No,
to get him.
I'm going to get him.
Yeah.
I'm going to get him with a real snake, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in his gear bag.
Dude, forget it.
I saw this video of this person like smash a big spider the other day, and it just exploded, and it had the egg, and then all the little baby spiders started running everywhere.
Oh my god.
That's a nightmare right
Like
there.
500 spiders.
That is a nightmare.
Yeah, but we'll have some cool stuff with the Champions Club coming around here. We only have a few memberships left, I think. So if you have that email and you're in the Dynasty Paintball Club, now's the time because we'll probably unload those ones pretty soon, and we'll have some perks. Definitely gonna throw down a HORMESIS drop or two, and then also got some great gifts coming up for the next couple of months. So.
Yeah.
Really stoked how that's been going, and I mean my favorite part about it, by and large, has been seeing the Champions Club members at the tournament and actually having them in our pit and hanging out. That was really a rewarding and really fun experience for me.
Yeah, that was actually really cool. I thought too, and it was actually an extra special kind of deal that we did was just getting them into the pits and helping us out. Even though we've talked about it, what's funny is being in the pits, you don't get the best view. You don't get to actually watch anything.
No, you don't get to really see the game very well.
But it's a cool experience. It's like the guys in the NASCAR pits are just kind of like sitting there waiting.
Well, you probably get to hear a lot of good conversation.
Yeah, and you get
It's kind of like being backstage at a concert, right? Like you don't really get to
see the show the best.
See the show from the side of the stage, but it's like a cool experience. You get to see the kind of behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Hey Al, real quick, I don't know if you caught the beginning of the show, but we were kind of talking about one of the things that, just so I can get your insight into it a little bit, but we were talking about kind of the big bridge or the big gap between going up to the next level, probably usually from like the D2 to the semi-pro or semi-pro to pro level, is just kind of humbling yourself and finding a little humility and trying, like, not necessarily asking for help, but seeking out better coaching or going to a clinic or doing something along those lines. I don't know. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, I think the main difference between pro players and non-pro players is the mentality and also the awareness of how to play in a certain situation. Because a lot of guys have a great skill set across, all the divisions where everyone knows how to snap shoot and run and shoot and, communicate to a certain extent. But it's the decision making that really I find is the difference maker when you get to that top level. And that really comes with experience and also having a cool head. Because you watch some guys, they run out, they're screaming the spots, and they're snap shooting, and they're always trying to be involved, but they're really letting the game kind of, what's really happening in the game kind of gets lost to them. So I feel like, that's the difference between, these guys that are in the divisional ranks and in the pro ranks. And obviously, yeah, like Marcelo said, keeping your skills sharp is important, but also, the game changes. And I feel like, just because you have success doesn't mean you're going to have success with that same thing tomorrow. So a lot of times you do actually have to, re-examine your game and figure out, how do I have to change or adapt and unlearn some things that may have been right at one point, but are no longer the right way to play it. So I think, it's kind of an evolving thing, and being able to accept that is important. And also the humility to have accept your mistakes. Like, and I feel like that's a a very a difficult thing for a lot of people, including myself, that you don't want to admit that you were wrong about something or that you messed up in a point, but that's actually how you get better, and that's how you gain the respect of a lot of your teammates. You hold yourself accountable, and those are things that are difficult, but I feel like really will give you insight and maturity, and especially with your team. So yeah, that's I don't even know where I went with that. Sorry.
No, well said.
No, that was very well said, and I do think that that's one of the something really, really important there is to, I guess, kind of eat that crow a little bit at the end and just be like, dude, yeah, I messed up, or yeah, you're right. Like it is incredibly hard to do, because when is that going to start with you guys? Kevin says.
Yeah, Ryan told me that I was right one time, and I relished that day. I mean, I keep it in my memory right in the front.
You should. And I mean, it doesn't happen often. I like Unreal Box really trying to sneak in this little D emoji.
Yeah.
This is third try, buddy. I'm sorry, Unreal.
Like fifth try.
Is it?
What's he doing?
There's a user. So a lot of the messages get held for review. By the moderators.
We push a lot through.
And we push most of them through. Like, we don't really care. But there's one guy in here who just keeps trying to
use the 8, the equal sign, and then the capital D.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Which we do push a lot of stuff through, but that's just that
just
lacks
not relevant.
creativity.
Lacks creativity. At least put 2 equal signs.
Yeah.
You're really showing. You're really showing your true colors on Real Box. Yeah.
I don't even get an equal sign.
If you know what I mean.
Just the 8 and the D.
Yeah. David
Yeah,
Ratchet,
there we go.
you
We can put some.
Now
of
we're
those,
talking
we
about.
can put some of those through because they're a little bit better, more creativity.
Push him through.
Yeah.
It's cold up there. Which is actually funny because this moderation system that YouTube has in place. Do you remember a few months back when that whole thing with Jesse Maiolo and the Team USA thing happened, where there was a lot of people really upset at paintball?
Yeah.
Right? In that specific episode that we had,
we
following
got a
her
lot of
thing,
spam.
someone was able to bypass the YouTube moderation algorithm, and they were putting in some atrocious stuff.
Yeah, and we
in there.
I think you remember it. You might have remembered that.
And what's interesting is
we couldn't ban them or anything.
You couldn't ban the person because we can put people on timeout. We got all sorts of little controls over here.
I think we had we had
to shut down the whole chat system because we'd never done that before, so that was the toughest thing to do.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't allow us to like cancel the person or pause them, mute them, or anything. So that was really strange. So I guess the system can be hacked.
Bot farming attack.
Yeah, bot farm attack, which is funny that it happened right then and there.
Yeah.
Like around that time, and then never happened since.
Thankfully.
I missed that guy.
And then the 8 with the equal sign and the D doesn't get pushed through.
Yeah.
So you can tell that there's some really strict stuff. Especially every time they post faces or pictures of your face, Alex.
Oh yeah,
it gets flagged because it thinks it's some sort of pornography.
The O face.
The O face.
Yeah.
The O face. They have no clue what this is talking about.
I actually figured out who that was spamming you guys.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it was Tyler Harmon. He's apologized since, but yeah.
I don't know if Tyler has the skills to do the bypass.
He's a master programmer.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That was crazy. So let's see here. I was gonna ask you.
Did you get my text, Rin?
No. What'd you say? Oh, look at this. Hold on.
Don't read it, but you can read it privately.
Okay. Oh, great. You spelled cum wrong. So, okay. See, it's you put an E at the end of that.
Oh, jeez.
All right. So yeah. So Alex has
maybe it was short for communication.
Comms. That's two M's. So do I send them? There's like a web. Is there a link? Do you need a link?
No.
I've blown this before.
Yeah, just don't let me do it. Just tell me.
I've biffed this one up once before. So okay. Okay, got it. Okay.
Oh yeah, calm.
All right, calm. See, yeah. It wasn't the other way.
Yeah,
you weirdos. I know that was just a topic of conversation. So before we get into that, I do have these goggles that are donated by Joe Pike that we're going to be giving away.
Look at those
I'm supposed to put this hat in a raffle somewhere, but I kind of really like it. I haven't even taken the sticker off.
Well, don't you have two of them?
There's a red one. No, the other ones. Two of them were given away. So these are going to go to a mega member tonight, today.
Let's see those.
Let's see them. These are the summer popsicle, orange creamsicle, right here. Then we've got two other little packs. This one came to James Ali. He won this a little while ago, but he never claimed it. So another really important aspect is send your addresses in. Make sure we have your addresses so we can send you stuff. Then we've got this nice little. I made a nice little grab bag of stuff, courtesy of Jesse or Maui Rockstars from Hawaii. Try one of these ones.
I think I'd like to try the other one, maybe.
I have some giveaways too here. I got 3 goggle straps to give away.
You gotta put a hole in your mouth. Put it in your mouth. Come on.
No.
What is that?
Let me see you eat it.
Well, I just ate one of these things.
Is that
Yeah,
beef
that
jerky?
looks like beef jerky.
So, we got a grab bag of stuff.
So I have one of these to give away.
What is it?
What do you think it is?
I don't know. It doesn't taste. It doesn't taste bad.
Oh, this is a goggle strap.
Yeah.
All right.
Goggle strap. Another goggle strap, and
Okay.
another goggle strap. So you can give those away. There's 3 of them.
It does. It's like a fish. Fish jerky.
So if you got the mask and then this goggle strap, it will go on it nicely.
Okay. So let's do this. We got. So try these
Remember
other
that
ones.
Stewart's cream soda that was orange cream soda?
Uh huh.
That reminds me of those goggles.
So these are squids.
Oh, they are.
Yeah. Dried squid. Oh,
This
aren't
is
so
definitely
bad.
fish.
That one is.
Dude, no one wants to see you guys eat this.
Okay. So this is what we're gonna do. Try one of these little balls.
I love you just pretending I don't exist now.
This is what I've been doing my whole life. Every so often, I gotta pay attention to you. Oh, shredded cuttlefish. Oh, eat guys squid. Okay. All right. So, all right. We're gonna go into the big wheel. We're gonna spin it. I got these little player cards I found. Also, I think these are really hot on the internet right now. So I'll sign
Yeah,
these
I'm
two.
with you, Randall. Those creamsicles were good.
Yeah, 50-50 bars. That's what I was thinking. So, smoke. Oh no, Brandon Ortega. I wish it was smoked cheese. Someone out here does smoked cheese. It's absolutely phenomenal.
Oh,
Remember?
yeah. Gosh, what's his name? He was over at
He's got. I
AFC.
think his name's Jameson or something. Smoked cheese.
Dude, that was off the chain, bro.
Yeah.
I
No.
wish.
I told him. I saw him the other day.
Yeah,
And,
hey, if you're in there, hit me up. I want to buy some of that cheese.
I think it's Smokey Jameson.
Yeah, that sounds right, actually.
His Instagram is at Smokey SMOKEY _Jameson JAMISON, and he smokes his own cheese. He gave us all a piece. He gave us all some smoked cheese not too long ago at one of the practices we were at, and Alex ate an entire smoked like an entire log of smoked goat cheese in the car ride home. Yeah.
It wasn't goat cheese. It was like it was like a hard cheese.
Oh, the
Man,
smoked Gouda. Smoked Gouda.
I was like, I'm gonna try this, and then I like just housed the whole thing of cheese.
It's phenomenal. Yeah.
Yeah.
So definitely gonna load up next time I see him.
So what are those ones?
I don't know. These are pretty good.
I didn't really think so. But
I mean, they're better than the fish.
I don't know. I just
What's
say,
better, this piece of fish that you have on the table?
Yeah, those are better.
Yeah.
But I went and got goldfish to change the.
Did you try this one? Try one of these.
No, I did try both of those.
No, this is a new one.
This one tastes better.
The best part was I was trying to find it to figure out where it was, and Camille had already put all of it in her backpack to bring to Miami. I was like, "You were gonna bring this squid?" And she's like, Oh, that's squid? Yeah. All right.
I like this one. But it kind of tastes like maybe like dog food.
I think it is. It might be dog treats now I'm thinking
Yeah, maybe.
Sorry, my screen went out. If I see the messages in there, my screen went out because I was looking up Smokey Jameson quickly.
All right, so let me write this down real quickly. So I'm going to spin it. It's going to be signed card. We're going to do 2 of those. I've got, let's see, we're going to do 2 posters. Oh, anybody who's in there who is a double X. I don't know if you guys remember these pants that I've been trying to give away for about 6 months. They're double XL. Please, if you're a double XL or you know a friend who's double XL, comment 2XL in there, and then Kyle's gonna pick a winner out of that, and you're gonna give us your address, and I'm gonna send this to you. Even if you have a friend that's 2XL, even if you just want to hang them on your wall, I don't care. They need to go. All right, and then let's go HORMESIS. I'll do 2 of those, and then 1 over here for the megas. All right.
Let me see those pants.
Cover those pants. All right, I'm gonna spin this wheel. The wheel is spinning. Maybe not. Where's the display capture 2? Oh, I've got a new monitor.
You see him, Alex, or no? Or do I gotta hold it
Let me see them.
in front of the iPad?
Oh,
All
yeah,
right.
those things are heinous, dude.
Yeah.
Pain.
All right. So,
Well, I guess if you ever ran out of toilet paper.
Maybe
yeah.
have a clown audition.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Alex is
so
not.
right.
Let's see. We have a bunch of 2XLs. Pick someone in there that would like to get that. I am gonna put up. Let's see, a little display capture. Okay. Built-in Retina. Display. There we go. Booyah. And we are spinning the wheel again. Here it is. This is going to be for a signed card. Brent Listofko won the first one. Ooh, almost won back-to-back. Steven Snyder.
I'm gonna go with Taylor William
Okay. Let's go. That
for
is...
the pants.
Whoops. Okay, this one right here is for 1 HORMESIS goggle strap. Going out to Gabe Martinez.
Yeah, what up, Gabe?
All right. Next, we're going to jump over to the other wheel of names right here, which is the full rip of members. Signed posters. We're going out with 3 of these and 2 goggle straps. 2 goggle straps. Coming out here. Kevin Dot Johnson.
Corn Dog City, there should be a little join button down below.
It depends on if you're on mobile or if you're doing it on
YouTube
desktop.
app or...
Yeah. But once you subscribe to the channel, you can also join any of the memberships. Also, for those of you who are Super Mega Support Status members, your gift packs should have arrived or will be arriving. We have a whole bunch of those to be that were shipped out. So the rest of them are going out or went out, on Saturday. So this week, if you haven't gotten one by the end of this week, please hit us up, and I'll make sure that you guys get it. I do still need a couple of your shipping addresses. And then when you send me the shipping addresses, just remember that if you have a obscure name here, that doesn't translate to your first and last name. F. Nord is winning a HORMESIS goggle strap right there. And for the last HORMESIS goggle strap, before we get into the goggles. Oh, you know what? Let's give away a couple of the things.
Hey, who got the 3 straps, Ryan? Sorry.
You haven't been paying attention to the show?
No, I'm watching. I'm listening to Play the Game podcast on my headphones.
All right. So, okay, just so everybody knows, we'll go over all of the winners right now of the show. We got a lot of 2Xs. Did you get someone who's going to win 2X?
Yeah.
Oh, who is it?
Taylor William.
Taylor William?
Mm-hmm.
All right. 2 XLs. So make sure
Yours
Taylor...
is catching up because that's
Oh,
already...
wow. Yeah. Oh, shout out to Ravage, JPG. Thank you for the support, my man. All right, so for the 2 signed cards. Those are going to Steven Snyder and Brent Lastovka.
Did Brian Kinenberg win something?
I do not believe so.
Oh.
Why?
He said, oh, what I win, I was wrestling with the kids.
Oh, Ryan Kinenberg.
Yeah.
Oh, you
I said
definitely
that.
didn't say that.
Did I not say
What
that?
up, Ryan?
Ryan Kinenberg did win a signed poster. Kevin Johnson and Jay Tuck 25 also won posters. And the Hormesis goggle straps are going to F Nord 23, Jared Davis, Gabe Martinez, and then we've got one more spin for the creamsicles. Next week, I believe we're going to have Kevin Callie Rudolph. He was supposed to come on today, but he had Tuesdays at 4 or soccer and lots of kid activities. So he's got that. Also, Tom Cole might be coming on next week as well. You know that Alex will be chomping at the bit to get in here, so we'll have him on again. Can't get enough of us.
My only outlet, man. I need this.
We got the Be Short baby shower weekend.
Yeah, and we're having a baby shower. Congratulations to Brandon Grossman. Just had a kid.
Yeah.
He just had his little baby, little girl, and everybody's having kids. Everybody's excited. Excited. Yeah. Yosh has also got one on the way in a couple of weeks. Maybe approximately 2 weeks to baby countdown for the Rao family.
Wow.
Yep. And so he won't be in Dallas, but we got the rest of the guys.
When's Oliver coming?
Oh, in 2 weeks.
Next week.
Next week.
Yeah, I think April 6th he gets here.
Nice.
April 6th. So Oliver will be driving around in a little in his what is that thing called? Westphalia, teaching breathing lessons and paintball clinics and who knows what. The Dolly.
Dude, I can't wait, Ryan. Let's just try to piss him off instantly.
No problem.
Yeah, Mr. Zen Master.
What was that movie where it was like the Zen Master starts fighting punching the dude? So yeah, the Ollie Llama is gonna
Ollie
be,
Llama.
The Ollie Llama is gonna be coming over.
Ollie Llama.
I like that name.
We're gonna get him over here on the Spick Span Studios. I hope with Alex. We'll have the full gang here. We're gonna push the tables back, blow out the walls a little bit, have a really good time. Yeah, Tim, we're gonna chain him to a tree actually. Yeah, anger management. That's what it was.
I want to rewatch that.
There it is. Thank you, Forky.
Is that with Jack Nicholson?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a funny movie.
That was a great movie. The Ollie Llama.
Ollie Llama strap drop.
Yeah, the Ollie Llama strap drop. You should definitely do a llama version. That'd be great.
There might be a tiger wear drop within a week.
There we go.
Let's go, dude. Get him going, Kyle.
Show your cards. Those are cool.
So,
This is a really cool concept. I'm excited about this.
if you just ordered the last drop, you got these authentication cards.
Yeah, I got mine.
If you order this new drop, we got something special we're doing with the tire claws in there, and these are going to be in our Extinct series. Really low inventory count, so we're going to kind of follow along the way those charts are for the tiger species, like vulnerable, critically endangered, extinct. So
Yeah, it's
and we'll let some more
You're the
information.
tiger, too.
Yeah, you're the tiger. I know.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
What year were you born in, Kyle?
1990.
Yeah, what year was that in Chinese Zodiac?
I don't know if it's like the horse or something.
Dinosaur.
We're both dogs, right?
Yeah.
Let me see.
That's right. Loyal.
Super loyal, yeah.
Super loyal, fun, big floppy ears.
Yeah. Zodiac.
All right.
I mean, come on, like, I don't know.
Year
Everyone
of the-
born that year is loyal? That's ridiculous.
I'm year of the horse.
Everybody born that year is loyal. Yeah. All right. Actually, I do have this one other gift that I'm going to give away. This is going to be to all members, and that includes Mr. Ravage JP.
Eager to try new
Gonna
things
put you
and
in
bored by routine. Popular, energetic, and confident.
Dude, that's you, bro.
All right, I'll
I
take
believe
it.
that inside of here, actually, this one.
Oh,
This
Skinny's a
one,
horse too, bro. You can ride into the sunset together.
this will be tampered with. Yeah, this is actually a paintball club gift going to Hunter Riordan.
They
That
enjoy.
means he was born 12 years before you.
Yeah. enjoy entertainment and parties and are naturally good public speakers, although they can talk too much.
Dude, I witnessed your public speaking at the tournament.
Yeah.
You're right.
Wow. This is spot on.
This is spot on. 91 is the GOAT. Wow. That's a pretty cool one.
Wait, he said he was born in 91?
Yeah.
Who?
So you're a GOAT.
No. Derek Weagle.
Okay.
Craig Baxter, Derek Weagle. That's a good one. Yeah, Gene Fountain wants Bud or Tom K on the show.
Dude, that'd be great. Or you should get Fred Schultz. I did his show the other day.
Mm-hmm.
He's hilarious, and he's a paintball legend. So
yeah, he
would be definitely a good guy to have on. I recommend Fred Schultz. If you haven't seen it, just go on YouTube and type in Fred Schultz paintball and watch his video. It's called The Fun of Paintball. That is, it's pretty epic.
The Fun of Paintball?
Yeah, it's from like 1985 or something.
Okay. Jesus. Okay, yeah. So Fred Schultz is the name, so check him out on... Does he have... Oh, there we go. The Complete History of Paintball.
Oh,
You don't want to watch that.
Oh, yeah, there's some good
he
videos
he
here.
was a ripper. Look at that hair.
Yeah, you don't want the complete history of paintball. You want the fun of paintball.
The Fun of Paintball.
Yeah.
All right. Well, speaking of fun in paintball, someone, courtesy of Joe Pike, is going to be going away with this custom orange build. It is episode 80, so we want to celebrate that with a big win here. This is going to go out to the Mega Support Status members, the Super Mega Support Status members. Oh, Dizon 80 Zero the Monkey. I feel like that's a pretty cool one.
I just put a link in the comments for the fun of paintball.
Okay.
Okay, nice, because I was looking for it. Couldn't find it.
The Fun of Paintball. All right, we're going to jump over here and give the Mega members a crack at these JT goggles. Oh, Santo! There we go, Jeff Santo, all the way from Pennsylvania. Dude, Maui Rockstars almost won these.
I don't think it allowed Alex to post that link. So I'm missing it.
Post that link one more time, Al.
Okay, hold on.
Let's go, Jeff.
You might have posted that in the PTG.
And Mario, I'll tell you exactly. Let's look. I have a comprehensive list here of exactly what everybody has won.
We know how YouTube does it.
So
you can't post
Jeff
a link.
Santos has won a Spick and Spans jersey. There's only a Dynasty Hormesis headband and these goggles. That's it. And that's all he's won. And that was in July of last year and September of last year. So that's what Mr. Santos got coming to him. I'll tell you what, William Aguilar has gotten some good ones. Matt Waters, big winner. Hunter Riordan is crushing it. Hergon the Great has got a ton of wins. I've got some leaderboards here of what a lot of these guys have come up on, and people are big winners out here on the show.
Oh.
Kev Switz, Hormesis headband.
Look at that.
Oof. The loyal Blue Fox.
I've been a member and I've won nothing.
I know. We've had members that are that have won back to back.
Oh.
Okay. Kyle's looking at paintball smut. All right, so
There's like people just with their shirt off getting torched.
yeah, I've done that.
1,000 paintballs.
I've got that on my phone.
Great word, Rin. Smut. I missed that word.
It's like paintball gore.
Oh, so Alex, Austin, it's definitely rigged. You won a bunch. Here's the link just in case nobody got it. Oh yeah, so Delmont was asking. So I guess we can wrap it up right now, Alex. If you have an announcement you want to make it right now.
All right, so after the show, after the sign-off, in about 1 minute, I'm going to throw those same 3 goggle straps that I gave one away on the show up on the Hormesis site for your purchasing pleasure. So in about 1 minute, I'm going to post them. Kyle, you can send us off.
Let's do it, Kyle.
All right. Well, thanks for tuning in to episode 80. You thought it was 79. Thank you, Alex. Special guest Marcelo. And maybe next week we'll see you in the brand new studio. Till next week.
Thanks, guys.